Alright, it went, but it started a new one.
That's stupid.
So hopefully people will figure that out. You broke it.
Huh?
Did you see the screenshot of the PayPal Far North before my OBS crashed? Well, if you have to, just manually send the 180, and then I'll cancel that one out.
Just don't send it friends and family.
56, boring. Hopefully everybody else figures out that it started a new stream. 53. 52. Hoping to find at least something that's not from the 40s and 50s. That'd be nice. So again, for anybody watching this on replay, since it started a new stream after my OBS crashed, I'm going through wheat rolls. I bought 93 rolls of wheats that were all mixed date wheats from Rick, and we've been going through them. And on the first portion before it crashed, we found a really cool retained cud that's all shattered up and has some laminations going on with it. So far, it's all been 40s and 50s out of this roll. This is still on the first roll. You are very welcome. $45. 57. 54. So closer look at that D. That's just kind of smushed. I think eventually it would show them that one ended. And then, I don't know, there's like a 3% chance that the YouTube notification might have let them know that I started a new one. Since it doesn't seem to be very good at it.
Right?
So this one is a 48. Apparently somebody didn't like the number 19. $50 Denver. $45 Denver. So is it getting cold up in Alaska, or are you guys still having warm days? Because down here, it's still getting up to the 90s.
93 was the high for today.
Yeah, our high today was 93.
And right now it's 74.
It's 27 degrees there right now.
Damn.
So yeah, you guys are getting your
blizzard.
winter weather going in.
Your blizzard weather.
Oh, 37 right now. Still cold. So do you guys live in the area where you have to make sure that you like do all the hunting and the fishing and all of that beforehand? Or do you actually live in a town that's got like stores where you can just buy all your food and everything? There's a little die chip on the B. Yep, die chip, filled B. And no, that's a ding. Okay, so you still do the hunting and the fishing just to save money? See, the thing that I think about down here in the main portion of the U.S. is for the amount of money it would cost to go get the fishing license and the hunting license, I could buy just as much food as I could catch and hunt because of the limits. So it's like, why not just go buy it then? Because, like, you know, hunting down here, if you get a deer or an elk, between, you know, doing all the butchering and all that stuff, you're going to get maybe, what, 100 pounds, 150 pounds of meat? Which, like I said, you could go and buy that for the same amount that the license costs. And you're guaranteed to get it. Buying the hunting license, you're not guaranteed to actually get anything. Just depends on how determined you are and how much time you got to spend on it and all that. $100 salmon, man. And those can get pretty good size, too.
Huh?
Their fishing limit in Alaska for the fishing license, they can catch 100 red salmon to have it stocked up for the whole winter. And some of those salmon can get pretty big.
Yeah.
And then for the hunting, what's your limits for the hunting? And what are you guys actually allowed to hunt? So like hunting an elk? Well, still, I would imagine all those daily limits still can't go over the yearly limit overall. And I'm sure people are getting other fish like river trouts and all that stuff. All right, so that was the first roll. Here's our big find out of that roll for anybody who missed it. Big old retained cud. So that was a cool find. Alrighty, roll number 2. I wouldn't mind doing hunting sometime just because, like, I've never tried elk. I want to try elk. I've had deer. I've had deer many times, and I love deer. But I've never had elk. And then down here we got javelinas. I'd be curious to see how those taste. Yeah, anytime my half brother tells me that he went and bagged an elk, I'm always like, dude, you need to send me some. And he never does.
He doesn't want to pay the ridiculous shipping.
But to be able to get a license for javelina, there's like a 2-year waiting list. It's kind of ridiculous.
Especially with the problem that we have. Maybe I should have grabbed the one that got killed by the car.
Yeah, I was about to say we could have had a free javelina like a month ago. It was this one got plastered by a car, and we walked by about, I don't know, judging by the blood on the ground, I'd say it was probably 30 minutes to an hour after it happened. So could have easily grabbed that thing and taken it home and butchered it up. Yep. So far, as suspected, pretty much 40s and 50s. I was hoping when he said mixed dates with some good stuff in there that would have meant, you know, maybe some mixed in 20s and 30s here and there. But not so far.
Maybe it was just the rolls that he went through.
And then he'd also said that he got, like, actually found some BUs in a couple of them. But so far, I haven't come across anything like that.
Yeah, like I said, it could have been the rolls that he went through.
Honestly, for all we know, these could be the remnants of the rolls he went through, and he just said, "Oh, they're not searched."
Yeah.
That one's in actually pretty good shape. That's at least an EF. All right, have a good night, Farnold. Thank you for popping in. Gonna go stream PS4. Have fun. I'm only gonna be on here for a little bit longer anyway. I got some dinner cooking. At least I got some lurkers hanging out. Maybe one of them will be nice and talk to me. Hey, Cindy.
Hi, Cindy.
It's not
after midnight.
It's not after midnight here. It's only 10 here. Hey, Cindy, check out what we found out of the first roll at the beginning of the stream. Check that out. Big old retained cud. Hey, Starbuck. Yeah, Coin Dragon was on when I found that. He said he's got one that looks almost just like it. That's on at 55 plain date. Am I in California? No, Arizona. We're in one of only 2 states in the U.S. that doesn't do daylight savings. So right now we're on California time, and then when the daylight savings goes for everybody else, we'll be on Colorado time. You're by Disneyland? I'm in Tucson. I'm by Sand and Cactus. Feed it forward, Denver. $55, Denver. Did who crash? Did we crash? No, we're still going. Four to two. Yeah, on my end is showing good stream health on both sides.
Thanks to YouTube. Try refreshing.
I don't even know if it's still running for them. They said it. Cindy just asked if we crashed. If anybody's still seeing the stream, let me know. Because it's showing all good on our end. If anybody out there can still see or hear, let me know.
Okay, it's back.
Had to go completely out and back in. Okay, so you can see and hear me again? Okay. Hopefully Starbucks figures that out. That is so weird. See, the first portion of this stream, we did actually crash. OBS crashed completely and locked up, so we had to start a new one. That's a nice looking reverse. That one's at least an EF. Not bad. Well, it is Saturday night. They're probably doing maintenance on their stuff. Earlier today when I was watching Silver Nitrate's auction stream, it kept dropping down to 128 or 180p. Just to be able to continue live. So that was kind of annoying. 53 Denver. Hoping to come across at least something that's not a 40 and 50. But so far, that's been it. Hey, Aaron. How goes it? Nothing special about it, but that one definitely had a good, strong strike. That was a good relief on that one. $41 plain. Starting to up your knowledge on copper. It's good knowledge to have. You know, silver and gold, of course, are great, but there's some good stuff out there in copper that's worth some good money. So far, we've only got one cool find tonight. That was a 55 plain date with a kind of a shattered skull retained cud with a bit of a lamination going on it. Other than that, so far all we found was like a couple of die chips, which I don't really hang on to die chips often. Nope, no double dies. No elephant ears? Nope, no elephant ears either. All I want is an SVDB. Is that so much to ask? Or a 14D would be nice. Well, that does it for the second roll. Here, I got time for one more, and then we'll call it a night. I know, it's not too much to ask for, right? It's not like they're that rare. roll number 3. 47 Denver. And given the fact that I got, 93 rolls from Rick, I'm not going to be taking the time to scope every single one of those rolls. That would take forever. But I figured I'll keep some aside, do a couple of streams here and there, going through some wheats with you guys. You take a low grade? I would take a poor 1. I would be fine with that as long as I could tell it is what it is. Because that's one of the only 3 that I'm missing. All I need is the 1909S, the SVDB, and the 14D, and then I've got the full wheat set. Well, not counting, proofs. I had a 14D for a bit, but I ended up selling it to Rick. Because he had another coin I really wanted to get that I brought to you guys to auction. Or for the sale. So I had to sell him that one to have enough money to get it. And it ended up, I think Ramon bought it. It was an AU cap bust half.
Yeah, Ramon did.
Beautiful coin. Oops, didn't look at the back. There we go. Now I looked at the back. Has anybody found anything interesting lately? Anybody else doing any hunting lately? I want to get a metal detector eventually too. I'd like to get into metal detecting. Maybe do some metal detecting videos for the channel as well. Never owned one though. But it seems like it's fun. Found a B reverse 63 Washington. Honestly, I didn't even know that had two different reverses. Proof reverse on business rig. Oh, okay, so it's like the wide AMs. Is there any kind of premium on that one? For the quarter. Of course, you wouldn't be looking. Ooh, road rash. Hey, Paul. Yeah, you should grab a coin scope. They're not expensive. If you shop around, you can get one for like 25 bucks. But definitely, especially if you're hunting like airs and varieties, it is a great thing to have.
Yeah, and it doesn't kill your nut.
Does it have a USB port? Because if not, you might need an adapter. I can't see your little picture well enough to be able to say. See, I don't know how you guys can do this on like little tablets and phones. I couldn't do that. I'm basically rocking a gaming PC to do this.
But you also do games. Not as much anymore, but
Oh, you're talking about my penguin with the neon green eyebrows? Ooh, that one's had it rough. Yeah, the computer that I use for doing this is a quad core Yeah, it's a quad-core processor. I've got 16 gigs of Corsair Vengeance memory. I've got an 8 gig video card. It's a NVIDIA, I think it's an NVIDIA 1250 OC. An internal 1 terabyte hard drive, an external 1 terabyte hard drive. I'm running dual 32-inch monitors, 3 cameras, 2 microphones. Yeah.
Stupid fridge!
Speaking Klingon.
That fridge is gonna blow. That's what it sounds like.
In simpler terms, Cindy, it basically means that with a little bit of tweaking, I could basically run my stream while playing World of Warcraft and compiling a video all at the same time, and my computer would be fine. Nothing interesting. Got that one early good one, and ever since then, it's just been meh. Scotty load foot on torpedoes. I can't, Jim. I don't have the power.
Sea looks like an owl. It looks like Sloop.
I don't doubt it. Hey, man, you ever want to build me a bunker? Have at it. As long as you're doing it pro bono. Paul, that would be illogical. I'm a science officer, not an engineer.
That's what he does for a living.
Yeah, I went to college for computer science. So I'm pretty tech savvy too.
No, that's what Hidden does for a living too.
I know that's what Hidden does for a living. I don't do it for a living because boring. I'm just happy I know how to take care of my own. Just like I didn't become a trained chef to work in a kitchen all day. I became a trained chef because I wanted to be able to know how to make good food at home. That's how I was back in my younger days. If I wanted to know how to do something for myself, I just went and professionally learned how to do it. For no other reason than because I wanted to know how to do it for me.
I will be in my cabin with my
Just make sure you don't take a red shirt. They'll be doomed. Are you taking Yeoman Rand with you? Everybody got the thing for Yeoman Rand.
Yep.
I swear I thought that said learn to butter your life for a second.
Don't worry, guys. Next Tuesday, he should have his glasses.
Yeah, I finally went to the eye doctor to get my glasses. Deal with my astigmatism. My eyes, three-dimensionally, are perfect, but I have a 500 astigmatism, so everything two-dimensional is just, like, horrible. Even the optometrist said that she was surprised how good my eyes are for how bad my astigmatism is. But on the upside, it's correctable to 20/20, so that's a good thing. Alright, that was the end of roll 3, and my food's probably getting done, so I'm going to call it a night, guys. Thanks for hanging out. We'll do it again soon. And of course, I'll see you guys all on Monday. Don't forget, we're still on the early starting time. That's going to be pretty much till spring, so 4 p.m. Pacific and 7 Eastern is the starting time nowadays.
Till daylight savings and then an hour earlier for you guys.
Yeah, then it'll be back to the time that you guys are used to anyway. Alright, everybody have a good night.
Night, night.